Hey y'all, welcome to the Pungo Prairie. Today I'm in Blacksburg, Virginia at the home of my good friends Chris and Dr. Jennifer Hoyt Lalli. Now Jen has written and self-published the most fantabulous cookbook, Hunt and Gather. Now let me tell you something, I've been hunting and cooking up venison dishes for nearly half a century, but I have learned more in 1 hour from Jen's new cookbook than I have in all that time before about cooking up some great venison. And today she's going to show us how to fix up her world-famous venison loin black bean chili verde. So don't go nowhere because you don't want to miss this. Jennifer, I am so excited to be here with you in your kitchen. Tell us about your new cookbook, Hunt and Gather.
Thank you so much, Dixon. I am so happy to have you here today to show you a new recipe from the book. So this book, called Hunt and Gather, this is literally a labor of love. This book is all about making you feel good. The company name that I used to publish this book under is called Hunt for Joy. And the premise behind this is that if you put Jesus first and then others before yourself, so Jesus, others, you, in case you haven't heard this before, you'll find joy in your life. So this book is about the powers of healing, specifically from lean meats, whole grains, and prayer. The Bible is probably the most important cookbook that we could ever use in our lives, but we're going to use this as a supplement for now.
Amen, sister. All right, Jennifer, you take it away.
Okay, today we're going to be making venison loin black bean chili verde. So we're going to start with 1 cup of black beans. And with these, we're going to cook them in the pressure cooker with 4 cups of water and 2 bay leaves. And I'm going to show you in my office how I make these in the pressure cooker in 25 minutes or less. Let's step into my office. So this is what I call my office. This is a place where I come to just look at all the cooking accoutrements. And since I couldn't fit my pressure cooker in the kitchen itself, this is where I keep the surplus appliances. The other thing that I love about this office is that at a moment's notice, I've got the best tool for cooking. We've got our bows, they're ready to go in case if we see a deer. We've got our broadheads, we've got the bows, got the releases, and rangefinders.
Hunt and Gather.
So what we'll do is we'll start by adding our cup of dried black beans. And I love that noise that makes. Our 4 cups of water and 2 bay leaves for a little flavor. With any pressure cooker, you do want to add a little bit of olive oil or butter or any type of fat to prevent any type of foaming or problems with the pressure cooker. I always keep my handy little olive oil dispenser right near the pressure cooker. And I'll add about 2 tablespoons. And voila! So as you can see, we've got our cup of black beans, we have our 2 bay leaves, and we've got a little olive oil and water on the top. And this is going to cook for just 25 minutes. So the inspiration for this recipe actually came from a restaurant called the Roaring Fork in Scottsdale, Arizona. They make this meal with pork, so they make it with pork loin. You absolutely don't have to use venison for this recipe. You can use pork, you can use beef, you can use venison, of course, shown here. Today, we'll be working with the tenderloin, that super tender section that's near the back strap. So the tenderloins are shown here. We've defrosted these. They were sealed using our food saver. Again, if you don't have venison, you can easily use pork tenderloin or beef tenderloin from the supermarket. Do not get hung up on the type of green pepper when you go into the supermarket. Buy what looks good. Today we've got a mix of, we've got poblanos, cubanos, banana peppers, jalapenos, and serranos. In addition to all the peppers, we're going to have some garlic. We'll also have some lime later in the show. And the star feature here, instead of working with a traditional chili, we are making a chili verde. And our star is the tomatillo. So any good dish is not complete without the accoutrements. So the things that we'll be finishing this dish with are going to be some cilantro, which I love. The other thing that we'll work with is white wine vinegar. Look for a nice vinegar. It could be anything. This is tarragon infused. This is a whiskey white vinegar. We've got a sweet white vinegar. Again, it doesn't matter. Just use something that looks good that you're going to like to finish your dish off with. The other thing that we'll end this with is a little bit of cheese. You can use Piranha, which I discuss in the book, but today we're actually going to work with a XXX sharp cheddar cheese. I think that's going to be fun. So on these tomatillos, there's one thing that we need to watch out for. But some of them, these little buggers, have this little bit of almost like an adhesive. So what I do, just run the water, and that skin comes right off. We're going to use about 10 garlic cloves, and in case if you've never peeled a garlic clove, we're going to smash it and peel it. Take the knife, put it flat side down, get your frustrations out, that skin will come right off. So when you're cutting up a pepper and you decide later on that evening to touch your eye, that is a bad thing. Peppers have something in them called capsaicin. Something else I'll mention about myself is my day job. I'm a nanotechnologist. I'm president of a company, and we make coatings that protect the military. So when I'm cutting peppers, in particular serranos or jalapenos that have got quite a bit of heat to them, I like to use one of these cut-resistant gloves, because I am protecting my fingers against the seeds and the membrane. The heat is in the seeds and the membrane, and I am not touching these. When I'm working with venison, the first thing that I like to tell people is, if you are what you eat, I'd like to be a whitetail. Look at this meat. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is lean with just the smallest amount of fat. Even my baby is excited about it. I'm going to cut it into cubes, which means I'm just going to take each one of my tenderloins. These are nice big tenderloins. Cut them in half and then cube them. Easy peasy. Okay, so if you'd like to serve these on tortillas instead of as a stew, you might cut the beef into strips instead of cubes. And we're actually ready to make the dish. And what I've got, because I've got a little one, I've got to stay organized. We've got 3 different bowls. We've got our beef bowl with a little salt and pepper. We've got our pepper bowl. And we've got our tomatillo bowl, again, with a little salt and pepper. This recipe, we're going to work with 2 tablespoons of olive oil to start. So that just means 2 long pours. 1, and then another. And we're going to heat it in the cast iron pan until it's shimmering. And that will tell us that it's just below the smoking point. So I'm adding my salt from my little salt dish that I've always got handy. Add a couple grinds. And that way, if you add it to the bowl, you won't forget to add it to the dish. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by searing just about half of this meat. So the reason that we're searing half of this meat and not all of it is because we want this meat to brown instead of steam. And how do we know when to flip this meat? Well, when it stops sticking. So we don't need non-stick cookware, and as a polymer chemist, you'd think that that's what I like, but I don't. I like cast iron, it keeps the heat in, we're ready when it doesn't stick, and we've got a little bit of brown color to it. This is some nice browned venison. Once we get all of this scooped out, we'll just add this next batch of venison, we'll brown that, and then we'll be ready to move on to the pepper sauté bowl. We are going on to the second step of this dish. We're adding a little more olive oil to the pan, and now we are adding the green pepper bowl. In this bowl, I have serrano peppers, I've got 3 jalapeno peppers, I've got 4 poblano, and 2 bananas. And again, don't worry about what type of green peppers, just use ones that look good. We're going to saute this down for about 5 minutes. It smells awesome already. The peppers are just ever so slightly blackened. So now we're going to add the third bowl to this dish. This is our tomatillos bowl. We've got about 15 to 20 medium to large tomatillos cut up into cubes. We also have 10 cloves of garlic. It's a lot of garlic chopped up. We have a tablespoon of salt, 1 to 2 tablespoons, whatever you like, a little pepper, and we just toss this right on top. And doesn't that sound good? We got a hungry little hunter over here, so I've got him with me. And again, if I can do this with 1 arm, you can do it with 2. We are now in the final stage. We've got a beautiful, glossy looking dish. We've got the tomatillos cooked down for about 5 minutes. Everybody in. We're going to give this a stir. Look at those glossy tomatillos. You can see that garlic cooked down nicely. I'm holding my boy with my left arm. I'm left-handed, but I do shoot my bow with my right. But I do not know how to stir with my right. So it's a little awkward, but we can get it done. The most important thing to remember is once we put this lid on this pot, we're going to simmer. We're not going to burn it. Don't forget to turn the heat down to low. It's as simple as that. Put the lid on, set the timer for an hour. go shoot your bow or make another dish. So we are about to add the black beans in our tenderloin black bean chili verde. Before I do that though, I want to make sure that everything has cooked down just right. Check that out, Dixon. At this stage, we can see that the stew is semi-liquid. If we just leave the lid off for a few more minutes, say about 15 minutes, you can cook this down into a thick, rich sauce paste that you can again put on whole wheat tortillas and serve it as a taco or a burrito. So after we add the cooked down black beans, we'll add the accoutrements, and then we'll finish this off in a bowl with some cheese. So I've just emerged from my office with some freshly cooked black beans that were in the pressure cooker. Into the pot, and now we're going to dump these in. I'm going to just stir the black beans gently into the stew. We're going to add my favorite thing, the accoutrements. First thing we'll do is add the cilantro, just like that. Next thing we'll do is add the lime juice using my favorite kitchen appliance. So now add half the lime. Add the other half the lime. We're going to have a little fun today. We are using bourbon vinegar. This is just a fun little white wine vinegar that I chose. We'll do 2 tablespoons of this. You could use 1, you could use none. I'm going to go with 2. Make it a little piquant. And look how the cilantro brightens up this dish. Dixon, are you hungry?
I'm hungry. Man, I've been dying over here watching you, honey. Come on, dish it up.
Well, I'm going to get ready to serve this, and then I'm going to put you to work. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. This
Man,
black
y'all ought to
bean-
see this.
2 scoops at least?
2, at least. 2 scoops, of course 2 scoops. We need smell-o-vision right now, I'm going to tell you that. And what kind of cheese is this?
This is Triple X sharp cheddar.
Oh, man. Look at me.
You're making a mess
I'm
in
all
my
over the
kitchen.
Hey, I'm going to wrap this up and take it back to Hungary.
Final touch, a little cilantro.
Jennifer, I can't wait to dig into this. Jennifer, you want to bless this awesome venison loin black bean chili verde that you made?
I'd love to, Dixon. God is good. God is great. Let us thank Him for this food. Amen.
Amen. Now you know I got to try some of this. I've been waiting and waiting. I'm going to tell you something. That ain't just old deer meat. That's going to make you slap grandma right there. Awesome, Jennifer.
Thank you so much.
This girl knows something about cooking some deer meat. And that, girls and boys, is what's cooking in Jen's kitchen.
Hunt for joy. Dixon, these are my field point shoes. I might have Robin Hood that. This is what I did up until the day before I gave birth to my son, Tristan Hunter. Enjoy your exercise. Hunt for joy.